distraction or distractify or whatever the hell that tabloid's name is. I just read where it said that, well, asked the question if Waka Flocka Flame actually has his own children, and the article said no, but the answer really is yes. At least according to our son's birth certificate. He has two of them actually. One is grown and got a daughter, which makes Waka a grandpa. And our son ain't grown yet, but he's close enough to being grown. You guys want to know if Waka and Tammy split up? Yes, because they had to. I saw another article where they said that they asked him and he answered, no habla inglés. He thinks he's being funny doing that. Hence the name Waka, because he's about as funny as Fozzie Bear. In other words, not much. But he's not as graceful as I am. Because if you asked me, I would have said, well, that's an answer for another time. He's good though. He really is. Because being with Tammy for as long as he was, I gotta give credit where credit is due. She really whipped Waka into shape. But here's a secret. Waka and Tammy aren't really married. And I know that they did that whole production and everything on national TV, and I'm about to explain that. Here's where things get interesting, because once I found him after all those years, decided to follow their storyline and this and that. And let's just say that the reason for the annulment is for another time. But all you need to know is Waka did go and get the marriage reversed. And I told him that he could get an annulment because he got married under false pretenses. The reasons later to be explained. Now, did you know that there is a way for you to be married to somebody and you don't even have to be there? I don't recommend it, but you can actually be married by proxy. So, that's what we did. That whole televised, her walking down the aisle and everything, looking all lacy and lovely. Yeah. He marrying her actually legally remarries me. So, not only did we get married before, but we are remarried again. In knowing this, I started watching him say more about my wife, my wife, my wife, my wife, my wife, my wife, my wife. What the world doesn't know is that when he's referring to my wife, the wife he's referring to is me. Okay? Not only in his past relationships, not only did he marry Tammy on camera, but he also married twice before. And probably if she had stayed alive, it would have automatically gone back to the second wife. May she rest in peace. But since I'm the only one prior, I told him, I said, go on ahead and use me. So, all this time, when he's been saying my wife, my wife, my wife, my wife, the world is thinking Tammy, when in hindsight he's talking about me. Now, it went as far back as the first season when he was talking to his mom. He was talking to her about something, and he was going on again to talking about my wife, my wife, my wife, my wife. He's saying some good things about his wife this time, so I like that. Especially since it's about me, and it's about damn time, because the first marriage he really dogged me out. But going back to the scene, he was up there, he was talking to Deb, and he was talking about my wife, my wife, my wife, my wife. And she's up there like, she didn't say you're going to have to elaborate, but you could tell in the tone of her voice, your wife, you know. And then that's when he backtracked and was like, my wife, Tammy Rivera. So that's how you know that what I'm saying is actually true. He's not going to make a move of any kind without talking to his wife first. So that's why he's not giving any straight answers. Maybe now he will. He adopted Charlie because I told him that he should adopt Charlie. That girl has gone through so much emotional and mental trauma when it comes to her parents that I told him, because he's a damn good dad, I told him that she deserves the same kind of stability that our children have with him as a dad. So, yeah. So, I guess that means that I got myself another daughter. But, I like Charlie. She's a really sweet girl. Can't wait to meet her. But, this wasn't the story that I was going to lead with when it comes to explaining when and how and why me and Waka ever got together. But here it is, out in the open. He said the first season, maybe even the first episode of the first season, that I was surprised to hear, proud to hear, and I let him know under no uncertain terms that I, for one, was going to hold him to that. And he said he's tired of the lies. He wants to live the truth. And this is the truth. He has 2 baby mamas, 2 biological baby mamas. He's had a total of 2.5 wives. Like I said, that'll be for another time. And no, it has nothing to do with her height. But if you play this film again and listen to me earlier during the recorder, you'll know. But until then, I'm cleaning up the mess of what people take the liberty of saying without any kind of actual quotations, backup, research, because I know the truth. It should be told. It's going to be told. And it has been told. So until next time, now you know a little bit more about me and how I know waka. I even know how he got his stage name. Bye.